Matteo, this is a segment where we go from just a casual interview, kind of a nice back and forth, to a full-blown interrogation.
Okay.
Well, let me fix my mustache.
I thought it looked like that.
Ma sei bravo, mi sembra.
So this segment is called Bad Cop,
I think you guys have them upside down.
What?
You should have them the other way.
Hey.
See?
We do the
Eccolo.
interrogation.
There you go.
You know, that was
here.
helpful. That was very helpful, but we'll ask the questions from now on.
From now on,
we'll ask the questions. You believe this punk?
This fucking punk.
This fucking punk's going to come in here and tell us our
Sorry.
business.
You know what you look like right now because you got the hat on? Transit cop.
Transit cop, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's see if he can take the heat.
See how he holds up.
First question. Here we go.
You guys are so ridiculous.
Matteo.
Yeah.
Your name is Matteo Lane. What are the origins of your name? Was your mother a bullfighter, and did your father work at a bowling alley?
Yes. The answer is yes. Do you want to know the real answer? Or okay, my mother's Italian Mexican and my dad's Irish.
Wow.
Both from Chicago.
That's a unique blend. And where did they meet?
They met in jail. No, they met in court, but my mother was working in the courtroom. My dad's a police officer, so she was working. They met, and not in a bad way.
She was Mexican working in the court?
She's half Mexican.
She's a half Mexican. Was she a stenographer? And your father
no,
was a police officer?
My grandfather's a judge in Chicago, so she got a job as like a whatever, like like a summer job.
A judge's daughter?
Yeah.
That's a great job.
And that's a great job to have. And then she met your dad, who was a cop?
Mm-hmm.
Or a bailiff, because bailiffs are kind of cops who...
No, he's a real police officer.
All right.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
bailiffs are people too, so we don't want to offend our bailiff population that we have out there. You guys are very valuable.
We are very
You
pro
guys look so
LGBTQ.
We're pro bailiff. We're pro bailiff. LGBTQ.
LGBTQ.
And that's different than TCBY.
Girl, hang on. LGB
LGBTQ.
and B, bailiff. I'm adding the second B.
The second B.
Back to the
That's a
interrogation.
pronoun.
I got it.
I think I got confused.
You nailed it. Go ahead.
Next question.
Yeah.
Matteo. You are gay. If you and Justin went out on a date, I would be the fat friend. What foods would you get? What foods would you give me to occupy myself while you and Justin pegged each other?
Well, I would say we should go to an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
I prefer Ribalta on 12th Street and Broadway or Antica Pesa. I have to try Via della Pace. I haven't gone there yet. So I would say we'll give you pasta while we fuck each other.
What would you start me off with? Maybe I need a nice appetizer to stop trying to cock block both.
If
of
we're
you
at
guys.
Ribalta, I want you to try
Ribalta.
their meatballs. You know, as Italian, it's hard to find a good meatball.
It very is.
That's not homemade.
Yeah.
So they have the best. They're super soft and they're very tender, delicious.
Do you enjoy softballs too?
I do. No, I'm not a lesbian, so I don't. Guys, that was a good joke about softball.
It was pretty solid. It's very, very solid.
We got it for you.
So yeah, and then I'd give you that while Justin and I
You'd give
go
me
at
that
it.
while you gave him something else?
Probably. It would be interesting having sex with Justin. I'm not sure how it would go down.
I couldn't be the bottom.
I wouldn't even recommend it.
I wouldn't advise it either, even though I'm just eating at this point. Let's move the interrogation forward,
Okay.
Justin. What do you got for this guy?
Matteo,
See.
you're an Italian gay.
Yes.
Why did you leave Italy? Because the boot wasn't stylish enough?
Are you kidding me? Our Italy has a fucking 9-inch heel. It's in
Right.
pumps.
Yes.
Kicking a soccer ball not because it loves sports, but because it hates sports.
That's a great answer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm Naples and Sicilian. I don't. Everyone's gay. I look straight in Italy. It's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have a Vespa?
No, I've ridden on the back of one many a time.
Yeah.
Wait, if we're on this date together, who am I driving the Vespa? You're in the back? I don't know how the top, bottom, Vespa, front, back work.
I
does that- how
I
does
just
that
think it's
work?
a means of transportation. It
Got it.
doesn't have much to do
Got
with
it.
It does
here.
not,
Didn't
there's
know.
nothing
But if you had a
symbolic.
Vespa,
know.
I would ride on the back of it.
Didn't know. I would ride in the back of
You know, Bobby Kelly and Keith Robinson are going to be mad how you're speaking to me.
Why?
Why?
I'm their baby girl. Keith and I are
Girl,
currently
really?
dating for this month.
Shit.
Wow.
All right, I'll fight that guy. He's had a stroke. I could take him now.
I don't know. Keith could. I don't know. He's tough.
Keith is very tough.
He's tough.
Is he a tough guy?
Yeah.
I think he's tough.
He's black and he's from Philly. He's got to be
black.
tough.
He
I
is-
take it
yeah.
back. I take it back.
He's a shot caller.
I take it back.
That's what we call it in the prison system.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah, let's go.
go get this guy.
Enough of this. Enough of the niceties. Mateo. You are a gay Italian,
See,
which is different from an Italian gay.
It's
not
totally different.
by
It's
much.
very different.
It's different.
What Lady Gaga song is playing when you pretend to be Madonna?
Lady Gaga song is playing when I pretend to be- I guess Born This Way because she ripped off Express Yourself.
Oh, did she rip that off?
Yeah, they're like the same song.
Oh my God.
I mean, I love Lady Gaga, but it sounds the same to me.
Do you love Lady Gaga more than Madonna?
I
Say
have
it-
different
say it-
respects for them.
Say
Different
it when,
respect for them.
Say it when you're using your poker face.
Zing. I was so ready to answer that question with like so many details.
Go
'cause
ahead.
I'm so
Let's
gay.
go. Let's
Go.
go.
But
Let's
then I
go,
was like,
dude.
oh, wait, we're on
Let's
a
go.
comedy
No, we'll
podcast.
get in the fucking gutter with
Girl,
you, dude.
answer it.
Let's go,
Girl.
dude.
Girl,
Let's-
I
answer.
think Madonna's talent is her hustle, and Gaga's is more musical. So if I had to pick, I mean, I love Madonna's "Ray of Light." Might be my favorite, one of my favorite albums of all time. But I feel like she's made some strange choices as of late,
Right.
which are making it hard to stay on the Madonna.
He said it's making
train.
it hard. I'm sorry. There's another. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry.
But
Matteo,
I think I'd pick Gaga just because I like her on piano. I like her jazz music the best.
I think she's unbelievably talented.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really think, and I love Madonna too.
but they're both really talented.
I love Madonna too.
They're both kind of talented.
But can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think Madonna, and this is true with other people who've been famous for a very long time, they just lose touch with reality?
She's also
it would
70.
seem
Because they're
like
famous
it's-
for such a long
I
time, and they
think-
have money for such a long time.
I think it's really hard for people. Madonna is in a very like small category. She's up there with Beatles, Elvis,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Mariah. Like she's in a category that is
Gerardo.
there. Yeah,
I loved him.
I loved him.
I did
But
love
it's-
him.
Rico Suave is a fucking
He's
great
unbelievable.
song.
But go ahead.
Rico.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Go ahead,
interrupt you.
Matteo.
but that's. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know what it's like to be her. Just everyone around her. It's got to be hard to trust people. I
Yeah,
think so.
I
It
would
might
say.
that might make you go crazy. I
Right.
have no idea.
You know what I heard? I heard she, when she goes to a hotel, that she brings her own furniture. Like when she goes on tour to a hotel, she brings her own furniture, so it feels like home. Which, if you're on the road a lot and you have the means to do that,
I mean, if you got the money, she
Yeah.
lives right by me. I walk by her house when I go to the gym all the time.
What's
It
her
is
address?
Huge. It is a
my
huge.
partner has a, my partner
like
has a
me.
good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is a great question.
Yeah.
Question.
Okay, Justin, let's go.
Sure. Mateo.
I feel like I'm being a bad guest. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Mateo.
you've been a bad guest, all right. You've been a dirty.
Bad,
You've been
bad
more of a
boy.
naughty guest.
Mateo,
Yes.
you have an amazing body.
Thank you.
I could do laundry on your abs. When it comes
Okay.
to sex, do you separate your whites and your darks?
Oh, I mean, do I sleep with black men?
Do you separate your
You
whites
take it
and
any
your
way you want
darks?
to take it, cuz.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When it comes to sex, do you separate your whites and your darks? What do you like?
Well,
What
I
do
mean,
you
I have
like?
sex with lots of different men, black, Asian, Latino.
Throw it all in the machine
So
together.
I do not. I'm not prejudiced of skin color or background.
But is that because you speak a lot of languages?
Oh, it makes it
So
very
don't.
it
convenient.
invites it. It invites a
Right.
spectrum of colors.
maybe.
Right.
Is that
maybe
why?
Tell me to leave.
so.
Is that why?
Arriva. Arrive. Is that how you say goodbye in Spanish? Arriva. Adios. How do you
Adios.
Say, how do you say it? How do you say it in Native American?
How do you say no in Italian?
No.
Hey,
How do you
when you don't want, when sex is unwanted, because this is an important point.
This is
a
very
teaching
important.
moment for
Make a
some of
point.
our
Basta.
listeners. For
Make
some of our
you would
listeners
say
here
basta.
in this climate that we're in. You don't want any dick. Is it this?
No, this is forget it. That means forget about it.
Forget about
Forget
you.
about it.
This is what do you want? That's forget about it.
do you want?
This is
Forget
perfect. This is I'm hungry. This is it tasted good. This is gay. You flick your right ear.
Do you
This
speak?
is
Wait, do you do
mafia.
sign language too?
No, this is Italian.
talent.
It's not. It's not sign. It's just Italian.
Italian.
This is
you go-
together. This is I beg of you.
I beg. I'm hungry, so he pulls
Well, you
it
could
out,
say like
and you go,
"co
"Forget about it
fame."
now."
Yeah.
about
This
it
is
now.
like.
About it.
Yeah.
I'm like really pissed at you. This
Yeah.
is
How about
fuck you.
this?
Fuck you.
What's this?
I don't think it's anything.
Huh? Go fuck you.
That's dentist. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. We're having a great episode. That's why we're the #1 rising
Fastest
podcast on the
rising
Gas
podcast on the
Digital
Gas
Network.
Digital
We're
Network
the
and the
number
stratosphere.
one
Go
and
tell a friend
rising.
with great hair
Number
or
one
no
and
hair.
rising.
We're fucking
I don't know how you could be
crushing
#1
it.
and still rising, but we're doing it.
I don't even know if that was possible, but we're doing things that are impossible.
Matteo.
Get this guy.
See.
Italians have a lot of negative stereotypes.
Yes.
Which is the most hurtful? Is that Italians have more body hair than apes, or that Italians live with their mothers until they're 40, like apes? Which one is more hurtful?
Answer the question.
Maybe the body hair.
The body hair?
Yeah.
Do Italians live with their mothers?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
They have an unhealthy connection.
It's not just living with
Codependency.
your mother, but you don't leave the house till you're married.
Why do you hate
typically. Maybe
family?
more in southern Italy.
Why the fuck do you hate family so much?
Me?
That's what they would say to you if you were to say something like that.
Oh,
They
yeah, yeah,
immediately
yeah.
Put you on a guilt trip.
Yeah.
Why do you hate family so much? You don't
Yeah.
come over no more.
Yeah.
You just come over. You just take something and
Yeah.
go. You eat and
You
run.
eat and run.
There's a great
God,
Italian.
Italians and Jews are the same fucking people.
There's a great Italian meme page I follow. It's just like hacky jokes, but one of them
Sinatra?
is
Sorry.
One of them is the jokes is like how you say goodbye in different languages. So English is goodbye, French is au revoir, Spanish is adios, and then Italian is going out with who? When? You never come back home. You don't spend time with me. Look what you've done to your family. Leave. Forget about me. I'll be dead when you get home. Wow. I'm like,
That's really true.
Is it?
That's really true in our culture.
I
It's a
talk
lot
to
of-
my
it's
cousins
a lot of
every
fucking
day,
guilt, man.
my grandparents once a week, and my mother every day.
Girl, the performance of that was unreal, though.
Thank you.
Is it? It's never enough though.
It's never enough.
It's never enough.
It's never enough. You know what my grandpa did, which is so cute? With they became obsessed with Sebastian Maniscalco, who's like from the same street I'm from in Chicago. And my grandpa, once my whole family became obsessed, because all Italians do, I don't know. My grandpa called me up. This is so Italian. Matteo, like, yeah, pops. He goes, I want to let you know that you're still my favorite Italian comedian. I'm like, pops, you think I give a shit? Go enjoy Sebastian Maniscalco.
Very
It took a lot
nurturing
for him
and
to say
supportive,
that.
though.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Hamilton just went to go see him, and his first response was, "Your people really come out in droves to support." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, I can imagine poor Ryan surrounded by 8,000 Italians.
Yeah.
Ryan is a
That's a
very
scary-
waspy, soft-spoken.
Yeah.
Italians are very different than a lot of cultures.
I would
Italians
So.
and Jews very similar.
Yeah, but there's a lot of similarities and there's a lot of differences.
Yes.
Yeah, there really is, Justin.
All right, Mike.
Like Italians are so obnoxious when we go out. We forget that anyone else is around us when we're at restaurants, and we're how many times have you been to a restaurant with your family with all your cousins and stuff, and you're told to be quiet multiple times?
A lot of we've been thrown out the Olive Garden several times.
You stai zitto. You've never gone to the Olive Garden.
No,
I did
never
stand up in Rome in Italian, and I got everyone to say that they hate the Olive Garden.
Really?
Wait, did the jokes translate? You're American.
No, I had to like rewrite all my jokes, and I eventually just went up and I just told stories about the differences between Italians and Americans.
Girl, you're
because I couldn't. They didn't know what Starbucks was. They didn't know anything.
Before we get to the next question, I got to know this. Did your family, your Italian family, give you shit about being gay?
No, because my older brother is gay too, and my cousin Brian.
Okay, did they give him shit?
No one got shit.
No, we're very we're not. We're very liberal. My family's all liberal Democrats.
What did
like,
your grandfather do for a living?
He's a judge.
He's a judge.
Yeah, but he went blind at the age of 5.
But he wasn't.
and became a judge.
He
Blind.
was a blind judge.
Yeah,
That's
he's still
the
alive.
true definition of justice.
I know, but I think he was from Sicily, blind. I think he got a specific point of view on life of discrimination from a handicap and being Sicilian in the 1950s. So he is a very fair man.
So for our listeners out there, he was a judge, but he was not judgmental of Matteo.
No,
It's a little lesson for the listeners.
he wasn't. He's one of my best friends. I talk to him all the time.
I hope God gives him his sight back.
I think
because
it's
he
a
was
little
such a
late
good
for
person.
that. He doesn't need it back.
You think he's qualified to see?
Well, I think he would. I think he'd like to see, but my grandma probably loves that he can't see. She gets away with everything then.
No, I think he gets away with anything. I think he gets away
Sorry.
with anything then because he's blind.
No,
and he can feel her up. He can feel women up.
He doesn't.
Oh,
He
he's
can
like, I
feel
didn't
all
realize
that.
I was
My
doing
My
that.
I was
nonna
doing.
doesn't let him get away with shit.
Yeah.
I
Trust.
thought I paid for that cannoli.
Who is the real judge then in the house?
My grandma.
I know.
We're very judgmental.
Justin, take this guy out.
Okay, Matteo.
Take this guy out.
And not for pizza
This
neither.
interrogation are the nicest questions in the world.
Matteo,
Yes.
you are a gay Catholic.
See.
Which apostle is totally worth getting excommunicated for?
Sexiest apostle.
The sexiest apostle.
Sexiest apostle. Is it Judas the bad boy? Because that would be my guess.
Well, it's definitely not Matthew. I don't know.
Peter.
They all seem
the rock-
pretty tepid.
Tepid.
They're all tapioca boring.
Good word.
Boring
I
apostles.
hate Catholicism.
You're not big on Catholicism.
I'm not big on religion.
No.
I think it's all a sham and stupid.
But are you spiritual?
No, I don't even know what that means when people say that. I'm spiritual. Like, do you know what
Do you
that
believe
means?
in a higher power?
No,
You don't have a higher power.
I don't think it matters.
Matteo, where do you go when you die? Hot yoga? Never gets old.
Doesn't ever get old.
You guys are insane.
What happens when you die? You just go back into the earth?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's people are concentrating too hard on something we'll never know. So just focus on what we got
Focus on
now.
the here and the now.
And we're barely focused on the right now.
So that's is why we're getting off social media. So your message to the listeners is to be present.
But not even just on social media. Like we don't give a shit about anything. We don't care. Everything. We're just humans.
Are you talking about because I used a straw? Is that
I
why?
hate those paper straws. Michelle Wolf has got a great bit on paper straws, and
she will never be on this show,
my problem with paper straws is you have to start sucking down that drink so fast because if you don't, it starts to disintegrate.
You have to get the waxed ones, like I have. The waxed ones are good.
Okay.
I'm very anti-straw. You know what? How about this?
Why does
everyone
everyone give
need
me
a
the
fucking straw?
I'll just drink it.
Do you use a
normal.
straw at home? All right. I usually do it normally. I don't use a straw at
Well,
home.
if you're on the go and you're on the train and blah 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 blah, you're in the car. It's bumpy. You can't.
Yeah.
I
In a
get it.
restaurant with your water, you don't need a straw.
What
No,
about
you
when it's-
don't. Unless you have lipstick or you're a drag queen.
What about
Girl,
when it's-
I hear you.
What about when it's bumpy? That's what I was gonna say. That's my new album. What about when it's bumpy?
That's good.
Whenever I make an album, I'm not sure I want what I want the title to be.
Well, we could definitely workshop
Maybe
that.
just faggots.
Girl, let's think about
I
it.
think that'll never. But when you go on a late night, you'll never be able to plug that.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
You don't care.
Big album.
You're
faggots,
that
you can-
outside. Well, there's no heaven.
What am I
so
gonna-
why do you care?
Yeah, there you go.
No heaven or hell.
Very good.
Shannon, can we go to break?
Isn't it cool?
We turn it. Yeah, no, everything's not cool. I feel like you're hitting on him. Yeah, you're hitting on him.
What?
It's making him uncomfortable. It's making him uncomfortable, dude.
Hitting on? When
Yeah, you're hitting on him.
We're even getting that.
I can feel the fucking energy of what's going on.
Mike, that's
in the room.
insane.
You ripped your fucking shirt off.
That's
in front
different.
Of him
That's before. Hitting
but-
on him? That's insane that you think that.
Look, I feel the
Hitting
sex-
how is this even
the
coming up
sexual
now? How did
energy.
it now?
Because the sexual energy that I have to get.
No, maybe we're both
I
just two
have-
sexual guys.
I have to get out ahead of this thing.
Mike,
because
I'm
I
not
feel like
hitting on
it's-
Matteo. Like,
it's
I don't
bad
even think
for the-
Shannon. Did you sense that?
Don't bring Shannon into
I just
it.
want to ask. I got to get a third part. Sometimes I think you're crazy with
She's
these
a
things.
fucking straight woman.
Shannon,
She
did
doesn't
Did you
know.
sense any like that I was hitting on Matteo? Just
I
now
feel
when
like
my
there's some sort of chemistry
There's fucking a
somehow.
lot of
maybe there's just a
chemistry
lot of
going.
sexuality.
Yeah, there's a lot of chemistry. It's bad for the podcast.
It's not chemistry. Maybe there's just a lot
bad
of
for the
maybe there's just a lot of sexuality in the room, and it's
Keep
like
it-
you're sensing the sexuality or
I'm
something.
sensing it. I don't like it. Keep
May-
it professional,
Mike,
Justin.
I feel, can I be
Justin,
honest with you?
can you keep
I be,
it for-
Wait, can I be honest with you?
I'm gonna
Wait.
fucking lose my
Whoa, whoa,
patience
whoa,
with
whoa.
you.
No.
No,
Well,
no.
let me say
No,
something right
no,
now. Let
no.
me say something right now. Here's what I think. I think, and this is where I'm going to stand up for myself because I promised myself I'm going to stand up for myself. I think if you're having some sort of, and I'm not saying this, I'm not putting this in your, maybe you're feeling some sort of inferiority or something like that. I don't know, and you're putting it on me that I'm hitting on Matteo because there's a sexual energy in the room. You're saying that I'm the cause of this, and this is blame and shame. I'm being blamed and shamed. Mike?
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah,
the
I'm
sex-
being blamed and
Yeah, that's-
shamed
all
on
right,
my
I need you to
podcast show.
I need you to calm down. Because the
I was totally
the sexual energy in here is palpable, and it could get our podcast in a lot of trouble.
But
We're in a
what
very
am I
dangerous
doing?
Why?
What am I doing
we're
other
in
than
a
I'm a
fucking-
sexual person?
We're in a dangerous climate
Mike,
right
I'm
now.
a sexual
We're in a-
being. I'm a sexual being. I can't not be sexual. I'm a sexual being.
Our guest is clearly uncomfortable.
Are you uncomfortable, Mateo?
No, I'm fine.
You fine?
Of course, he's gonna fucking say that to our faces.
Because he's fine, Mike. This is it. Listen,
I'm gonna get a fucking text with a lot of emojis.
Mike, I swear to God,
after
you know,
this.
Shannon. I
a
think
lot of uncomfortable
I
emojis.
think you're reading. I think you're reading Mateo wrong. I think the
cheaper.
situation is fine.
Do me a favor.
I think the
Look at me.
situation. Yeah,
Reel it in.
Mike. I don't think there's anything
Just
to reel
reel it
in.
in. Just reel it in.
I don't know what you want me to do.
We're gonna go to the next. We're gonna go to the next.
I don't know
segment.
what you want me to do differently.
I want you to fucking stop
give me-
the
I
sexuality
can't-
that's happening here. You're
Was
oozing
it about?
sexuality.
Was it about the shirt? Coming up?
Shirt. The shirt was part of it.
So maybe
The
I'll
shirt
just
was
keep my
part of it.
shirt.
Am I
on.
allowed
That's
to
it.
interject?
Is that what
Keep
it
the
is?
shirt on.
Or is this conversation happening?
Hang on one second. I do it.
Okay.
Is it the shirt? If it was a shirt,
The shirt.
that well, then
on.
that's a bit of direction that I can take.
Okay. That yeah.
So that's all it is.
That's part of
just
it.
keep the shirt on.
That's part of it.
Give me one little other
Keep your
part. so I understand.
hormones in too. You know what I'm talking about, kid.
Listen, I can't be stopped. I won't be stopped.
It's bad for the podcast. Take the note.
I think you're out of your mind.
Let's
I
move
do
forward.
love this music.
We can move
Shannon.
forward.
That's good cop, bad cop, everybody.
Okay.